Right, so very good afternoon everybody, welcome to the channel. Sorry about the slightly late start to the stream. Had my car in the garage today, so I've only just got back with that, so we're starting a little bit later unfortunately than what was originally planned. Today is the Tuesday the 6th of May. It's now 4:20 here in the UK, and welcome aboard our Fenix A321 in Condor's infamous beach ball livery. Here we are at Dusseldorf airport from Aerosoft, recently released. Heading on down to Ibiza by Builds. It's the new enhanced version of their airport, which they released for FS 2020, enhanced for FS 2024. So we're on gate Charlie 04 here at Dusseldorf. We're on CavokSim, lifetime live weather. Quite a pleasant day outside by the looks of it, so let's get on and get the aircraft all set up ready for departure. So we've got our sim brief flight plan all set up. We are not completed. I did have a little bit of trouble with the aircraft when I started off, so to get send. Why are you saying complete? You're not complete. Okay, 2 ticks. Resend the plan. So hopefully everybody's doing okay today. We've all had a good week. Right, there we go. Aircraft, board and refueling.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
We're on ground power, we've got the RSs aligning. Nav lights, set the one. Right, let's get FMGC loaded. So let's go ahead and get our load sheet over here.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
Let's just bring these up and cancel these off. Right, number 3 is the one I want, this one. Right.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
So using the usual diffsrip acronym. So data, we're checking the data. We are an A321-200 series with CFM engines. Our database is accurate. So we go to init A. We'll go init request. That should bring up our flight plan. Echo Delta Delta Lima, Dusseldorf to Lima Echo India Bravo, Ibiza. Okay, so we are today flight number CFG 4 Lima Yankee, and let's bring up our tablet. So cost index of 42 today. And filed for a altitude of 350. So file 350. Do we have any ATC on? Which is the other thing I haven't looked at yet. No ATC. None at all. Strange. Okay. Alright then. Okay, so we'll get the weather. Come up to the weather page. Echo. So Echo, Delta Delta Lima. Ident Meta. Send that off. We'll get the latest weather. I'm expecting off of 05 right this afternoon. So weather data. So 1450. So that was from 40 minutes ago. Winds are 01013. 340. 10k more. Scan 4,600. Temperature 15. 2.5. kh 1019. Okay, so we're going to plan for 05 right. Drew 7 Zulu. So we'll insert that. Let's also put in the arrival for Ibiza as well, so +4 November up to 24. Let's choose the Zulu and +4 November. So we'll find Navigraph. Let's get the. I'll show you the charts in the sim. When she loads up. Right, import. Working. Okay, my Navigraph panel doesn't want to work. Okay then. I've got a Navigraph loaded outside the sim, but annoyingly it's not letting me bring them up in the sim, which alright, we'll have to do it without being able to see the charts then. So, right. Okay, so I'll do this. So look at what the Sid says here then. Right, okay, so the mod drew 7 Zulu departure from 05 right, so intercepts the Dusseldorf 051 to 6 DME, turn left 006, track to 12.7 from the VOR. So to Nikog, to Ozrov, Verbak, Nitex, and Modru, and above flight level 210. So the SID's okay. Our engine out SID, which we have, taken from the Blackbox 711 website. So engine out SID on 05 right is 5 DME Dusseldorf, left turn to the Lima Mike Alpha NDV to hold. So if we set that up, copy the secondary, copy the active, secondary plan. We'll do Dusseldorf, that's the runway heading.
Boarding requested.
The runway heading. Runway heading is 050, we'll say. So Dusseldorf 050, 5 DME. Pop that in there, place bearing time, and then left turn to Lima Mike Alpha. We'll hold at Lima Mike Alpha. Oh, I'll tell you what's the track. 274. We'll hold on 274. 274. Set in a new destination, Echo Delta Delta Lima, so we'll come back and we'll put down arrive on the ILS 05 right again, no star.
Passengers boarding starting. Looks about right. Okay. So we're loading up passengers now. Hello everybody.
So let's put in some initial figures from our load sheets. So expect, let's go back into init B. So we've got 0 fuel weight at 64.1. 64.1, we want the max 0 fuel weight 25.4. We've got a block fuel of 10 tonnes. I've taken about 500 kilos extra just in case. And why is that not entered? There we are. So obviously being on VATSIM and usually a lot of traffic about sometimes, it's always good to have a little bit of fuel in hand just in case. So average wind component, we have a very slight headwind of 1 knot. So we'll put HD1 in there, and it's just the performance page to do initially. So if we have a quick look at performance, so we'll double check this when we finish loading. So we'll sync the load sheet. We expect to take off weight of 73.8 tonnes. Sync the weather. Calculated full length for 0.5. So we've got a flat 2, 57 degree flex. Let's send that to the MCDU ready. So flat 2, up 0.7 on the trim, 57 degrees, V1 of 144, VR of 147, V2 148. So if we have an engine failure, that's the speed we climb out at. Thrust reduction is 1620 and acceleration 1620. Let's just 019 is the QNH. Still boarding, folks. We're up to 48 at the moment. Still loading cargo, 10 tonnes of fuel. Too busy here today. Probably the only one on the ground now. There was a couple of other aircraft here earlier. Yeah, no ATC about. Still letting GSX do its thing. I think we're pretty much ready to go, other than the last few bits of the load sheet. We'll get the seatbelt signs on now as we finish fueling. Still on the ground power. So the SID initial climb clearance of 5,000 feet, so we'll put 5,000 altitude. Not quite a full aircraft today. everybody looking forward to their holiday in Ibiza for the week. I think also as well, since the update for the Fenix Airbuses came on, I think this is the first time I've actually flown the 321. I don't think I've flown it yet. So yeah, so it should be interesting. I don't know what everybody thinks about the beach ball livery, but you can see why it's controversial. I actually quite like it. I think it's quite a striking colour scheme in their various different colours. Particularly like the red and the blue. We've also got green, yellow. Yeah, very, very distinctive. Yeah, you certainly won't miss it. Waiting for the last few passengers to board themselves. And we can get underway. Scroll through the route on the Indy. Just make sure it looks sensible. It's all going in the right direction. So we fly southwestbound for a short while, and then we head on down towards Ibiza. Here's the approach. So flight time on the computer, 2 hours 16 minutes, so about 950 odd miles. You should be able to see. Yeah, so air distance 943 on there, so that's 2 miles out, so that's relatively accurate. Our alternate for today is Palma on the next island across, so it's 56 miles, sorry 130 miles. So in case we can't get into Ibiza, we've got our alternates of Palma. So we'll have a quick look at the fuel figures. So on the trip fuel, we're expecting around about 6 tonnes. We've got a 680 kilo 15 minute contingency. That's our alternate fuel, just over 1.3 tonnes, and a reserve of 1100. So as long as we leave Dusseldorf with 9.2 tonnes of fuel, we're going to be absolutely fine, which gives us about 3.5 hours endurance. I've added an extra half a tonne, so our block fuel today is 10 tonnes, which we've got loaded. Doing on boarding, 130 passengers boarded so far. We're fully loaded with cargo.
Lufthansa 8XL Lima, go for ILS 055 right.
Right. So I think we are just about ready then. So if we go ahead and get GSX working to get us ready to go, prepare for pushback. Right, let's just check the load sheet then. So 0 fuel weight.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
So we're 600 kilos heavier, so 64.7. And so our fuel is 25.4, so that's still the same. So let's put 64.7. So
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
let's just redo quickly the so very slight difference in the V speeds. So we've sent those over.
Looking here.
Right then. Should we go to Ibiza? Alright, let's get the APU started up.
Lufthansa 8 Lima 8XL Lima ILS 055.
Let's just close that down for a minute. APU is still starting. Right, so let's just have a little look at what's in radar. Where are we? Right, so the AP is available. Got one inbound. Beacons on, let's make sure all the ground equipment is out of here. And then we can get on and go and push. Ground equipment is clear. So we'll face. Which way should we face? Let's
Lufthansa
face.
8 Lima X-ray landing runway 05 left, right.
Let's face south. And we'll go up around the back.
Release parking brakes.
Dusseldorf traffic, Condor for Lima Yankee, pushing back from
Release
stand
parking
Charlie
brakes.
04 to face south. Dusseldorf traffic.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Set the timer.
Cabin crew, arm doors and cross-check.
Right, so engine is a start ignition. We've got the engine page up. Let's go for engine number 1 start. See the start valve's open, the N2 is rising, we're waiting for a fuel flow and EGT rise to say the engine's started. So there's our fuel flow, EGT is now rising, the N1, which is the big fan at the front, is starting to turn, and we've got oil pressure coming up as well.
Dusseldorf traffic, Lufthansa 8 X-ray Lima, vacated 05 right, Dusseldorf traffic.
Engine stable, so
Set parking brakes.
engine 2, set the brakes.
Waiting
Close
your
the
confirmation for good
door.
engine start.
See you on the other side. So fuel flow there, engine EGT is rising, N1's rising, oil pressure is rising as well. Let's get GSX gone.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
So I could have pushed and faced that way and then gone across this taxiway here to 05, which is only just over here about 4. We'll keep out of the way of the guy that's just landed, and we'll go up around the back and then come down the other side. I think maybe a bit daft now, but yeah, very nice. Right, okay, so let's get afterflow start done.
Tow truck disconnected. Light has been removed.
Use it off. Let's blind the ground crew.
Left
with
is
the
clear,
taxi lights.
right is clear.
To neutralise the rudder trim, and we want 0.7 up on the trim. Should be about there. Okay, we'll do a quick control check then. So, watching the crosshair on the PFD and also flight controls here. So we'll go full down, 2 down, back to neutral, fully up, back to neutral, we'll go full right, run up 1 aileron down, spoilers, neutral, and left, aileron up, aileron down, spoilers, back to neutral, rudder, we'll go full left, neutral, and full right, neutral. Just set trim slightly more, 7 up, there we go. set the water brakes to max.
Traffic Victory Juliet, taxi stand Charlie 04 via Echo November. Traffic.
Get onto the stand, I've just come off. Dusseldorf traffic. Condor 4 Lima Yankee is taxiing to the whole point runway 05. Okay, so brakes are off. Bit of breakaway power to get going. The flying beach ball. Ding the cabin. So take a right here. Right again, and then follow the taxiway all the way to 05 right.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Follow this taxiway here. Follow all the way around to 05 right. And fingers crossed nobody's going to be on fire. We can get straight out of here and straight off to Ibiza. Quick look for ATC on the way down as well while we taxi to the runway. Just see if anybody's come online since we've been getting ready to go. So let's just have a little look at VATSIM radar. Nobody online as of yet. Nothing on vPilot. Rush to get away as well. I completely forgot the checklists. Right, okay, so let's just sit ourselves at the whole point, leave in line. So the taxi jet's flight controls check flap setting is config 2. Radar and predictive wind shear is 1 and 1. Right, let's just bring it to a stop here for a moment. Don't think there's anybody behind us. So quick look. Behind us. Right. Okay. Radar predictive wind shear, engine mode selector is normal, ECAN memo is takeoff no blue. So line up checks. So we'll confirm 05 right. Again, just make sure nobody's on final. What are we going out on? Modru. So Dusseldorf traffic, Condor 4, Lima Yankee is lined up to take off runway 05 right on the mod route, 7 Zulu departure, Dusseldorf traffic. So there's one aircraft lining up for final. He's a fair way out, so we can get out ahead of him. So let's get the strobes on.
Dusseldorf traffic, hold your position please. Exit Alpha, we are inbound runway 05 right.
Let's get going before he gets in. Flex 57 SOS runway, all the first blue. Traffic's still quite a fair way out, so we'll be off the runway well clear of him. Buzz right, gear up. Dusseldorf traffic, Condor 4 Yankee, Lima Yankee is clear of runway 05 right. So autopilot 1. So climb first. So WS speed, F speed, so we'll raise the flaps to 1. The S speed, so we'll bring the flaps up. Down to behind us.
Dusseldorf traffic, Swiss exit Alpha, we are inbound runway 04 5 right.
250 knots, 5,000 feet. So let's see if there's any other traffic around us. On the ground below, is that what we're after? So there's no other aircraft to affect us at the moment, so I am going to continue our climb up to our cruise altitude. So we'll wind in 350. And we'll go standard. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet.
Dusseldorf traffic 668 Alpha, we are vacated runway 05 right.
So Mr. Swiss, there was loads of room. So the checklist goes from takeoff to approach, so we'll just confirm we've got our runway and taxi lights off, speed brakes are disarmed, just have a quick check of the pressurisation, so we've got diff pressure 2.4, climbing. Passing 10,000, we'll switch the landing lights off. Nice clear blue sky above. So we're passing 10,000 feet, the aircraft's pitching down to accelerate to its climb speed, so we can get rid of the landing lights now. And we'll release the cabin crew. So left turn to Vedak, still on the SID. See if the in-game graph panel works. Oh, PC struggling a bit. There we go. Right. Works this time. Oh, come on PC, you're not liking this, are you? Keep going. Right, so modules, let's show you where we are on the map, so tick off down here, and we're up so far, heading out to Vedak. Pilot squawking away in the background. So the only restriction on this SID is at Modru, which is the end of the SID, which is this point here. We're going to be above flight level 210, which I think we're going to be well in excess of.
Dusseldorf Traffic, 26 Alpha, via Taxi, Mike, Lima 5, 8 Alpha, 0.
Fly Live seems to have gotten stuck, so let's have a go at restarting that. Fly Live. Fingers crossed that's come back alright now. Right, so we're well away from the airport now, so the secondary plan we had in with the engine out procedure, we can now delete that. We don't need that anymore. Pretty much on time. So yeah, 1600 departure. Landing time 18:12 at IB for expecting, so
And Dusseldorf Traffic,
a couple of minutes behind.
26 Alpha,
Next
via
down.
at our founding position, Alpha 04.
So we're 7 miles to run to Modru. There's our restriction, which we've got to be above flight level 210. We're at 215, so we're doing well. We'll go to the progress page. So our optimum altitude flight level is 360. We filed for 350, so we'll probably just stay there. Once we get top of climb, we'll do a fuel check. Which on top of climb is around just after Phelan. So there we are, just after Phelan. So about 90 miles. overall it's going to be quite a pleasant flight down to Ibiza. Light winds here and there. Not really expecting any turbulence until we sort of get down about halfway. Maximum strength is 3. So a little bit of light chop for when you come down over the Alps. Should we get near the Alps? No, we don't really touch the Alps at all. So we'll follow southwestbound for a little while till we get to around Resme, and then we'll just go south and head all the way down. Just to the east of Barcelona, we'll come down overhead Mallorca, and then in on this, approaching to Ibiza. About 30 miles ahead of us, about 10 miles ahead of us, descending over in that direction somewhere. Flight. There he is, you can see his contrail ahead of us. .500 feet below, descending. And he's passing right to left. So, no factor. To clear air now, we can probably get rid of the seatbelts. Just breathe a little bit now. Right, so past flight level 300. Just check of the pressurization, 7.1 psi. And the cabin's leveled at 7,000 feet. So far we've burnt 1,800 kilos of fuel so far on the since the engines have been started. A fair bit of cloud about. There's an empty patch of sky there. nice town down there at the moment. Quite over France just yet. Over Rascar will enter into the over the French countryside now. Nearly at our cruise level. So Mac Outstar and flight number 350 and Mac Cruise. Go through the lower ecam just to look at what's happening with the aircraft. The electrics are looking good, hydraulics looking good, fuel still nicely balanced across the ship. No fuse off obviously, air conditioning. A little bit warm, might turn it down in a bit. Doors are still closed. Not a bad time. Wheels and flight controls. Right, so we're over Fenix. Let's have a quick look to see what fuel we're supposed to have. So Fenix, we should have 7.9 tons. Brian 2.1, spot on. Let's put our bearing distance into 1.24 at Ibiza. So from our position, it's on a bearing 190 at 680 miles. Flying about 100 miles extra rather than flying direct. kind of hoping there'd be a little more ATC online. All seems to be the towers, the tower controllers in Germany, and there's a few areas in UK airspace that are online. But, nothing in France. Barcelona controls online, so we might have a little bit of ATC on the way into Ibiza if we are lucky. Yeah, very quiet. Is that something else we relate? 11 minutes. What excuse can we put on this one? Let's have a look. Let's put a loading error. RLL. Thinking about it, I could have put wrong departure time, seeing as I was late on the stream. So. Yeah, oh well. ABC received. Let's get a forecast for Ibiza, shall we? Keep ourselves busy. Excuse me. Let's get a Metar on the stuff. See what the weather's doing, what the weather will do. Right, okie dokie. So, weather from 5 minutes ago. Okay. the wind. Right. So the wind at the moment is 100 at 7 knots. Variable between 050 and 14 degrees. Cavok 18 degrees. Temperature 013. No significant change. And the forecast from 3 o'clock, 14 Zulu. So the wind is 2308 knots. And as I keep an eye on that then, so when we get a bit closer, we'll check that out again. And we'll have a look to see what everybody else is doing when they get to Ibiza. Because everybody so far that has departed or landed there that I've seen on FATSIM radar using 06 by the looks of things. Still quite cloudy out. guess I'm now over. Yeah. Is it cool? Go right over the top of Wally. Outside so we can see him. See the ball down there, see the taxiway, see the north runway, south runways are under here. Paris is over there somewhere. Showing about the clouds. Quite nice to see from here. Beautiful flying beach ball. Oh, I don't care what you say, but I do like that Condor livery. There's just something striking about it.
Traffic from the 102, establish requires the runway 06.
PC was struggling a bit there. Time to turn south shortly. There we go. Then straight down the middle of France. Coast out just to the east of Barcelona. We'll begin our descent. And then down over Mallorca. Be interested to see what the weather is actually like in central France. So I always use live weather on my streams. most of the time live time as well. Sometimes I'll doctor the time a little bit. Just
Probably taxi Condor
maybe to keep
1026 on 5 mile
sort of
final
daylight
runway 06.
scene. It's a bit more interesting when you can actually see where you're going. But yeah, live weather I always use. It's always interesting to know whether the weather's actually doing what it's doing in the sim. To see today, a lot of cloud. Wind is quite light up here as well. 4 knot tailwind. Quite unusual to see it 35,000 feet. I've seen it before in the sim where we've had over 100 knots. It's usually the case when I'm actually flying into it as well. Let's do another fuel check. We'll have a look at what the wind does on the flight plan as well. Yeah, Dizak. So Dizak should have 7.1 tons. Spawn 2,900 grand. So the wind up here as well. It says 067 degrees at 26 knots. Not quite accurate. Forgot to do before the depart was request the wind data. outside of the freeze. Don't freeze. Hey. Steady on. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I was going to get a crash to test stop then. Oh, that would have been a disaster. Wow. That would have been an absolute disaster, that. Oh dear. I'll tell you what, when this sim actually works, it's lovely, but when it gets into a little mode like that, you think to yourself, oh no. Wow, okay. Right. Hopefully that's our hiccup for the flight. Like I had a hiccup last time. Anybody saw the last stream? I was doing what was I doing? A round trip on an EasyJet flight from Glasgow to Southampton. Did the flight down, lovely it was. Flight back up on the runway, taking off. As I rotated, the sim threw my plane back into the ground, and that was it. It was dead. It was just floating. So I'm hoping something like that does not happen again. Yeah. How are we doing time-wise? What am I expecting? 1824. So we've got another hour and a half yet before we're expected to land. 600 odd miles. Smooth flying conditions up here as well. Bit of cloud above us as well. Quite far away today. Pick up the ATIS for Palmer. Probably still a little bit far away, I think. Something to do. so 119255. Let's put on box 2. Hearing it. Well, we are quite a way. We are quite a distance away, so. It is a shame about the clouds. Very cloudy. At least we got the sun out up here. Screenshots of it. flights landing and departing out of Ibiza. It looks like everybody's using 06. So I think we'll take a shot in the dark here. We'll plan to use 06 for our arrival. Chance again. Okay, so first off, what start are we doing? We're doing just for which is at the end of the console. Okay. Right, so we're going to change that to a POS for Victor. Zulu 06. Zulu 06. For Victor. So the plan for 06 then. flight's progressing nicely still. So we've just reached our equal time point, so we're roughly, well, we're halfway now on the route. We've got some 475 miles to run. On the ground in about a little over an hour. Diamond on the nav display there, showing us some traffic ahead of us. About 17 or 18 miles ahead. About 4,000 below, seems to be going probably southwest bound, so heading off in that direction. Winds are still quite light at this altitude as well, at this flight level. 190 between 13 and 14 knots. So we've got a ground speed of about 436 knots. Slightly off. So it's southeasterly at 6 knots here, so we've got a southerly. Swung around a little bit, just a little bit breezier than estimated on the flight plan here. Quick fuel checks, so 6 tons on board. It's expected 4 tons per hour. The outside temperature is around -50. Central temperature. That's about what's forecast. Kicking about a bit there, so you can see it on the nose. The airplane's yawing left and right a little bit. Canning at the top of our nav display there. This is roughly the border into Spanish airspace. So the airports that I'm using on the stream today, the Dusseldorf scenery that we departed from by Aerosoft. Got that for around £17, I think it was. And Ibiza by Unit Builds that we're heading to today. I had the scenery for FS 2020 originally, and any builds on their store, if you already have the scenery for FS 2020, you can get the enhanced FS 2024 for a special upgrade price. I think it was $5.99 or something. But if you have a look in the video description, I've got the links to both those stores where I bought the scenery from. There's a couple of videos that other folks have done on YouTube reviewing the sceneries. Both companies do very nice airport scenery, so there's always a lot of eye candy on them. I haven't flown into Ibiza yet, so this is the first for me, but I used to use it quite a lot on 2020, so it used to always be nice looking around there. So I haven't seen the enhanced version yet for 2024, so we'll see that on the way in. And obviously the Fenix A321 here. This is the add-on to the 320 base pack, which you get the A319 and the 321 with that. There's also a link to their website as well in the description. A few more gaps in the cloud appearing. Got a thick layer of cloud a little way ahead of us as well. Canik is pretty much on the coast. So 400 miles to run. Barcelona control. I think we'll tune him up. Ready. 733030. I expect at some point we'll get a ping. Still got about 75 miles to runway till his airspace. A lot of flights going into Palma this evening. Nothing going into Ibiza at all. Nice to see fly levels doing well tonight. Hopefully that sorted it. Go at Palmer's 80 again.
Tango Charlie. Tango Charlie, Rana Fernando. Airways 246 Lima.
Initial contact. You have information. Charlie. This is Palma de Mallorca Airport 8 is information Charlie at time 1700 Zulu. Runway being used for arrival 24 left. Expect ILS Zulu approach runway 24 left. When 350 at 8, when variable between 300 and 020. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Few clouds at 2800. Temperature 19, dew point 9. QNH1012. Transition level 75. This was Palma de Mallorca Airport 8 is information Charlie. Advise.
So they're using 2 4s. I still don't know what runway I want to use. Oh dear. Right, okay, let's get the updated weather in then see what that's doing now. What's the net weather doing? I'm going to take 06, so the wind's 1006 knots. Variable 2006 and 160, so yeah. I'm going to take that as 06. So that's half hour ago. Just down for a sec. There's the coast, there's the med. No ping yet.
Clear to 1 Mike Sierra, continue descending to flight level 130.
130 for run into Mike Sierra. Command control, EC754, passing speed of 500 feet.
EC754 Barcelona control, good evening, identify passing 3000 feet, continue climbing to final flight level 180.
Flight level 180. Marcon control, good evening. Echo Lima Foxtrot 131, descending 10,000 feet, cross flight level to 200.
Last jet 131 Barcelona control, good evening, identify level 200. Clear, Morse to Papa arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 left, descend to flight level 80.
Descent flight level 80, Morse to Papa arrival, ILS 24 left, Echo Lima Foxtrot 131.
810 confirm standing maintaining 50 feet.
Last station saying, sorry?
EC210 confirm maintain 5000 feet.
EC210, yeah, you can descend now to 3000 feet.
3000 feet EC210.
And EC210 after Ogumu clear ILS to approach runway 24 left, your number 1.
And number 1 clear for ILS approach EC210.
Airways 246 Lima, continue descending to 3000 feet, and after Babon clear ILS to approach runway 24 left, your number 2.
Descend 3,000 feet after Boston, cleared ILS, Zulu 24 left, Delaware 246 Lima.
Boston control, good evening. Viewing fast, Echo Lima, supply change 4,000 feet.
Welling 5 Echo Lima, Barcelona control, good evening, identify 3000 feet. Continue climbing to final flight level 330.
Flight level 330, viewing fast, Echo Lima, thank you.
Emirates 1212, continue descending to flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Emirates 1212.
Still waiting on the ping.
Jet 131, max speed 250 knots.
Max speed 250 knots, Equilibrium Foxtrot 131.
Barcelona, hello, Alpha 5 passing 4,600, climbing 6,000.
Alpha Star, standby please, EC210, contact tower 118.305, bye.
118.305, bye bye.
Alpha Star 5287, Barcelona control, good evening, my identify 6,000 feet, continue climbing to final flight level 180.
Final 180, Alpha Star 5287.
Emirates 1212, fly direct to Babum. Emirates 1212, fly direct to Babum. Bravo Alpha Victor, Uniform Mike.
Okay, I am going to start checking the routing to
Emirates 1212, Barcelona.
Right, so from Palenza, Mallorca, Relax, India 920, 800, Access,
Condor 12, Condor 111, monitor Unicorn 128, bye.
Over to Unicorn, thanks for the service, bye bye.
I know 2328, monitor Unicorn 128, bye.
Thank you. American 122, fly direct Babum, sorry, I had problem with my earpiece.
No problem, Emirates 1212, and better fly direct to Obumu, Oscar Bravo, Uniform Mike Uniform.
Direct to Umu, Emirates 112.
so Demev inbound.
Wind 4 Bravo Victor, continue descending to 5,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Continue to 5,000 on QNH 101 to Ruins follow Victor.
We want to be at 3,000 feet.
Otherwise 246 Lima, contact tower 118.305, bye.
118.305, otherwise 246 Lima, good day.
Iberia 339, Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS approach runway 24 right.
Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS right, Iberia 339.
Let's lose the security.
Alternate Uniform Tango Barcelona control, good evening, identify, pass to 3,000 feet, continue climbing to final flight level 360.
24 approach.
Wind 4 Bravo Victor, fly direct to Babum, Bravo Alpha Victor, Uniform Mike.
So 4 November.
Direct Babum, Ruins 4 Bravo Victor.
It's Palenza, MJV, Alex, 720, 726, 727,
to 1 Mike Sierra, will give you vectors,
Gizlu,
left heading 100, initial vector.
Left 120 on April 10.
Gizlu, Paramat,
EC 754, Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 right.
Nepal to Whiskey, expect ILS on runway 24 right.
Right, okay, so we've got that in. Let's put in the destination. Let's have a quick look, see if it's still not called.
Barcelona, hello, Twitter Trevor Charlie passing 2,000 feet now, climbing 5,000.
Twitter Alpha Charlie, Barcelona control, good evening, identify, passing 2,000 feet, continue climbing to final flight level 340.
Flight level 340, Twitter Trevor Charlie.
Iberia 339, contact Barcelona approach 131.125, bye. Iberia 339, contact Barcelona approach, frequency 131.125, bye.
Contact Barcelona approach at 131.125.
5. Thanks very much.
So let's go ahead and put in
SA321 max speed 210 knots.
the approach Delta 1013. Temperature was 18.
LZ131 max speed
Wind
210 knots.
060.
Max speed 210 knots. Equilibrium Foxtrot 131.
6.
French ports 273, monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8, have a good flyby.
122 decimal 8, French port 273, take up for control, bye bye.
259.
Airwind 4 Bravo Victor, max speed 220 knots.
220 knots, Airwind 4 Bravo Victor.
Emirates 1212, descend to 3000 feet, QNH 1012.
3000 feet for Emirates 1212.
Control, hello, EV38 X-ray Delta on the ground at Menorca, 320, no information, request clearance Luton.
EC3 X-ray 2, Barcelona control, good evening, clear to destination as file, Meros 3 Delta departure, runway 1 and, yes, a moment please, yes, a moment. Sorry, EC38 X-ray 2, Morse 2 Charlie, departure, runway 01, squawk 6206.
Clear to Luton by the Mados 2 Charlie departure runway 01, squawk 6206, EV38 X-ray Delta.
EC38 X-ray Delta, repa correct. 1 Echo Lima, monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8, bye.
Let's just put the MSA in.
Monitor Unicorn 122 decimal 8, Julian 5 Echo Lima, thank you, bye bye.
B for VO.
ELSA Jet 131, descend to 6,000 feet and continue to Babu.
25 all around, so it's 2,800.
Descent 6,000 feet, direct Babum, Equilibrium Foxtrot 131.
Echo Lima Foster 131, QNH 1012.
QNH 1012.
Airwind 4 Bravo Victor, descend to 3,000 feet, and after Babu clear LS to approach runway 24 left, your number 2.
Down to 3000 feet and after Babum shift ILS, 24 left, tamil to copy that, Airwind 4 Bravo Victor.
Emirates 1212, after Obumo clear LS to approach runway 24 left, your number 1.
Number 1 Zulu 240.
Airwind 4 Bravo Victor, max speed in the localizer 180 knots.
Max 180 on the localizer, Airwind 4 Bravo Victor.
To Mike Sierra, right heading 180.
Right 180, ready.
To 1 Mike Sierra, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1012.
5,000 and QNH review.
So we've got a ping for him.
Tonja 961 Barcelona control, good evening, my 95, 410. Clear Verso to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 right, when ready descend flight level 200.
Verso to Whiskey arrival for ILS Yang, ILS Zulu 25 right, from descent to descending to duty.
Echo Lima Foster 131, descend to 4,000 feet, QNH 101.
Descend to 4,000 feet, Echo Lima Foster 131.
And Echo Lima Foster 131, speed was possible 190.
Speed 190, Echo Lima Foster 131.
Perfect, thank you. Flight 121 Mike Sierra, resume on navigation right direct to Babu.
On navigation right to Babu, ready to
EC754, contact Barcelona approach, frequency 131.125, bye.
131.125, good day.
See if I can get a word in here so I can contact him.
287, Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 right.
Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expecting LS 24 right, Albasa 5 out.
Emirates 1212, contact tower 118.305, bye.
118.305 for Emirates 1212, take SC, bye bye.
Barcelona Control, good evening to you. It's Condor 4 Lima Yankee review, inbound to Canas, flight level 350. Can you confirm whether I'm in your airspace?
Condor 4 Lima Yankee, yes, squawk 4430 please.
Squawk 4430, Condor 4 Lima Yankee. Yeah. So I am in his airspace.
Condor 4 Lima Yankee, identified, level 350, clear Papa Oscar Sierra 4 November arrival, expect ILS Zulu approach runway 24.
Okay, clear for the Palenza 4 November, expect ILS Zulu runway 24, Condor 4 Lima Yankee.
A1 for Bravo Victor, when established contact tower 118.305, bye.
Let's change that over to the secondary then. So we're going on 24.
Buona tarda, merci.
Echo Lima Foster 131, max speed in the localizer 180 knots. Descend, yeah, you are clear to air to approach runway 24 left, max speed in the localizer 180 knots.
Clear at ILS 24 left approach and speed 180 knots.
Right, so we're over onto the secondary ground now. So
Mike Sierra descend to 3000 feet and after Babon clear ILS to approach runway 24 left, John number 4.
3000 feet and after Babon clear for ILS Zulu approach
so let's change the chart. So then,
flight 287 contact Barcelona approach, frequency 131.125.
So we'll get rid of that one.
Alba Starflight 287, contact Barcelona approach, frequency 131.125, bye.
So approach 131.125, Alba Starflight 287, bye.
Because we can't see.
KLM 48 kilo, passing flight level 150.
KLM 48 kilo, Barcelona control within the identified level 150, continue climbing to flight level 190, clear torso to Papa arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Climb flight level 190 and cleared ILS to 4 left, KLM 48 kilo.
Echo Lima Foster 131, contact tower 1, Palma tower 118.305, bye.
Okay, so the
305.
frequency is in 1095 to
X-ray Delta, at Menorca, 17 request mission start.
EC38 X-ray Delta, push on start at approved, facing north, QNH, correction, facing south, QNH 1013.
QNH 1013, San 17, push start approved, face south, EC38 X-ray Delta.
So
Echo Lima Foster 131, contact tower 118.305.
Mallorca. Above flight level 45. Linux 220. 720 is 210.
Boston 8 Uniform Tango, fly direct to Charlie.
276 is 210. 727 is 210. 728 is 210. Plus 3000. 730 is 210. Plus 3000. Gives you 210. Plus 3000. Destination data is in. And we'll pop in IZA for the MDB as well. India Zulu Alpha on both. India Zulu Alpha. backed up a little bit again.
Barcelona Control, Buenos Aires, correction Ocean for Juliet, parking 2,300 feet, climbing 5,000.
Ocean for Juliet, Barcelona Control, good evening, identify, passing 2,000. Continue climbing to final flight level 360, when ready direct to Papa Tango Charlie.
Climbing flight level 360 and ready direct Papa Tango Charlie, Ocean for Juliet, thank you.
Right, 121 Max Sierra, contact tower 118.305, right?
118.305, thank you very much.
So just the landing performance then.
Yep.
So we're landing on 24 early
Condor
IB.
785 Barcelona Control, good evening, identify, flight level 350.
So landing weight
Clear, Corda 4
expecting.
November arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24.
So 3.9 tons on arrival, so we're going to burn 600 kilos, so 600 off is 69.2. This is 68.6. So we'll pop in 68.6 tons. We'll go medium water brake.
38 X-ray Delta Menorca, ready for taxi.
KC3 X-ray Delta, taxi to holding point runway 01 via Delta and Tango.
Delta Tango holding point 01, EV3 X-ray Delta.
That's been happening a bit recently as well.
Barcelona, hello, good day, sir. Ryanair 2021, crossing now 2,300 feet.
2021 Barcelona Control, good evening, identify, passing 2,000. Continue climbing to final flight level 1.
So I've got to adjust the dead zones on the
Continue
thrust
climbing
levers.
to flight level 140, Ryanair 2021.
Condor 4 Lima Yankee, new runway using Ibiza runway 06. So clear, Papa Oscar Sierra 4 Victor arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 06.
Okay, so runway 06 now at IB for the Palenza 4 Victor, Condor 4 Lima Yankee.
4 Lima Yankee is affected. Runway 06 in Ibiza, Papa Oscar Sierra 4 November arrival. Sorry, Papa Oscar Sierra 4 Victor arrival, sorry. Papa Oscar Sierra 4 Victor arrival, runway 06.
So the Papa Oscar Sierra 4 Victor, runway 06 at IB for Condor 4 Lima Yankee.
For a kilo descent to level, descent to 7,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Okay, so it's 06 again. Oh, brilliant. Right, okay. So let's get that.
For 8 kilo, you can fly direct to Papa Oscar Sierra.
So we'll go RLCD 06.
Repeat, Kiran for 8 kilo.
Palenza 4 Victor.
For 8 kilo, fly direct to Papa Oscar Sierra.
Because we're already inbound.
And direct Papa Oscar Sierra, Kiran for 8 kilo.
Right. Let's go back to nav.
Tongue 961, yeah, sorry, I'll contact Barcelona approach frequency 131.125, right?
Oh dear.
Barcelona East Ola, Chenex 3875 with you, flight level 350, inbound Palma de Mallorca, expecting lorry 1 Papa arrival, island 24 left.
Channel 3875 Barcelona Control, very good evening, identify, level 350, clear, Lores 1 Papa arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Cleared,
That's
lorry
okay.
1 Papa
That's
arrival,
okay.
expecting ILS 24 left, Chenex 3875, thanks.
Let's see, Denev.
Tongue 785, new runway using Ibiza, runway 06, Sura clear, Corda 3 Victor arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 06.
East 7 on flight level 190.
EC207 Barcelona Control, good evening, identify, level 190, Clear, torso to Papa arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 left.
Go back to the perf page again.
Expect the flight. What?
And once again,
One
change
way
the
two for
barrow
left,
to 259.
And clear to the torso.
Okay, so we're on
to
06
Papa.
then.
East arrival east
So we've got a
Tonja 785 Barcelona. Tonja 785, new runway news in Ibiza is runway 06, you are clear, Corda 3 Victor arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 06.
So we can take low water brake. Just double check the landing weight. So 3.7. So it's going to be 600 kilos.
Delta 8 Uniform Tango approved.
68.4.
EC38 X-ray Delta Menorca Alpha 1 ready for departure.
EC3 X-ray Delta, wind 060 degrees 8 knots, runway 01 clear for takeoff.
Runway 01 clear for takeoff, EC38 X-ray Delta.
So here is the island of Mallorca. You can see Palma down there, Palma Airport.
Barcelona Control, muy buenas, con usted el altitud 015.
Delta, sorry, Air 2015, Barcelona Control, within name, identify, level 171, 170, climbing. Continuous file, climbing to final flight level 310.
Continuamos hasta el nivel 310, el altitud 015.
Altitude 2015 and squawk 4435.
Right, okay, so
Squawk 4435.
very strange looking
201.
missed approach then. So head to
We saw for Bravo, Whiskey Bravo, Barcelona Control within squawk
so right on the 172 and set the 121 outbound to 7 DME, 9 DME park,
Barcelona Control, hello again.
plus 150 at or below 2,500 wind turn left and set to follow the 163 climb to 3,000.
Red 21 Mike Sierra. Okay, Roger, welcome to Palma. Taxi to stand 36 via south to the right, link and golf.
Stand 36 via
So we're on landing then. Aim to get off the runway. We'll try Echo 5, if not Echo 4.
Calem 40 kilo after Papa Oscar Sierra clear ILS to approach runway 24 left. Descend with the procedure, QNH 1012.
Over by the terminal somewhere.
I cleared ILS 24 left, descend via the store, claim 48 kilo.
Ryanair 2021, Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 right.
Roger at Nepal to Whiskey arrival, expect ILS to runway 24 right, Ryanair 201.
Wizard for Whiskey Bravo, identified, level 120 descending. Continue Godos 3 Papa arrival, expect ILS to approach runway 24 left, descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1012.
Expect to Godos 3 Papa arrival and runway 24 left, ILS to Zulu. Descending total of 7,000.
So we descend shortly as well?
AC 207 descend to 7,000 feet, QNH 1012.
what descend to 7,000 feet. What was the QNH again?
QNH 1012.
101.
So if I have any holding time at
3990 Hotel, monitor Unicom 122.8, adiós.
Unicom runner 390 Hotel, bye-bye.
Ocean 8 Uniform Tango after Lumas, Unicom 122.8, have a good flyby.
After Lumas, Unicom 122.8, forward.
EC207, continue direct to Papa Oscar Sierra. Continue direct to Papa Oscar Sierra, descend to 7,000 feet.
Continue to direct Consero Oscar Papa Sierra, descend to flight level, descend 7,000 feet, east to 7.
EC207, yeah, sorry, but I will give you a vector. Left heading 090 initial vector. I repeat, left heading 090 initial vector.
Left heading 090 left. East to 7.
So that'll be for there in the
Air
distance.
2021, contact Barcelona approach frequency 131.125, bye.
131.125, examine gracias.
EC38 X-ray Delta identify 8000 passing fly level 80, continue climbing to final fly level 360 direct to Lumas.
Direct to Lumas, climb now, flight level 360, EV38 X-ray Delta.
Barcelona Control, advise 247 at Palma, crossing here to Zurich Southwest.
Airways 247 Barcelona Control, good evening, clear to Zurich as file, Meros 5 Alpha departure, runway 24 right, initial climb altitude 5,000 feet, squawk 4440.
Get to Zurich by the Meros 5 of departure. Runway 24 right, just climb 5,000 feet and squawk 4440, advise 247.
Airways 247, RIPA correct.
Condor 4 Lima Yankees, requesting descent.
Condor 4 Lima Yankee, descend to flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Condor 4 Lima Yankee.
Muy buena Barcelona Control, del Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie para nivel de vuelo 190 a 19 millas.
Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie, Barcelona Control, muy buenas, están en contacto radar nivel 190. Están autorizados Sargo 5 Bravo, esperen la ILS Yankee en la pista 01 en Menorca.
¿Nos puede repetir el ILS del Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie?
Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie, creo que se hemos dicho la pista al revés. Esperen la ILS Yankee a la 01 en Menorca.
Esperamos el ILS Yankee de la 01 y directos Argo 5 Bravo del Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie.
Jerry 2015, squawk 4435.
Oscar 4435, el Algeria 2015, perdone.
No pasa nada. KLM 48 kilo, wind 340 degrees, fine, not runway 24 left, clear to land.
Clear to land on the 24 left, climb 4 kilo.
Okay, so let's put the stern by
EC207
to the local setting.
right, heading 200.
Right heading, right heading 200.
So they're sending nicely on profile. Pass it through flight level 290.
Barcelona Control del Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie, ¿estamos autorizados a algún punto? Es que no lo encuentro en la ruta del Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie.
90 track miles.
Boeing 5 Sierra Charlie, sí pueden volar directos a Sargo.
I'll imagine
Pues
whoever
directo
with the
salvo
control
del
will be very
Vueling
much
508.
longer because we'll be out of his airspace in about
O Vueling
15
5 será
miles.
salir mejor, le vamos a dar más directos a Tetis. Tango, Eco, Tango, India, Sierra.
Directo Tepis, del Vueling 5 Sierra Charlie.
EC207, continue descending to 3,000 feet.
Continue to descend 3,000 feet, EC7.
Por buenas, Iberia 420 pesado, estamos en nivel vuelo 190 al
back in their seats, ready for the landing.
Iberia 4220, Barcelona control, pesado velocidad control muy buenas. Están en contacto radar, nivel 190. Llegada torso 2 Papa, esperen la ILS Zurda 24 izquierda.
Pulso 2 Papa para ILS Zurda 24 izquierda para Iberia 4220, gracias.
So the airport's sat down just where the mouse is, roughly. So we're going to come down, we'll go downwind.
Whistle for Whiskey Bravo, we'll give you a shortcut right, heading 065.
Channel 3875, we are ready to descend.
Channel 3875, descend to flight level 150.
Descend to flight level 150, thanks, Channel 3875.
And otherwise 247 is ready for pushback and start.
Airways 247, pushback and standard approved. QNH 1012.
Pushback approved from 72, Airways 247.
So just do a quick
Descent check.
differential pressure's down to 5.1, cabin altitude's coming down through 5,400.
Descending 40 kilo, standby please. EC207, 1% heading clear, LS to approach runway 24 left.
Approach runway 24 left, east 7.
Current for 8 kilo, taxi to stand 8 via Mike and Lima Papa.
Taxi stand 88 with Mike and Lima Papa, kilometer 8 kilo.
De Vueling 5 Sierra Charlie, necesitamos de descenso.
I think we can see the airport just down there. Just
Vueling 5 Sierra Charlie, desciendan para 5.000 pies, QNH 1013.
Máxima 013, 5.000 pies, del Vueling 5 Sierra Charlie.
Possible sense, good evening, Speedbird 2178 with you, flight level 370.
Speedbird 2178, Barcelona control, good evening, my identify, flight level 370, clear, Corda 4 November arrival is, just, Speedbird 2178, just a moment please.
Cleared the code for November arrival for Speedbird 2178.
Listo, para Iberia 420.
Iberia 4220, después de descender para 7000 pies, QNH 1012.
Para 70 con QNH 1012 para el Iberia 420.
Channel 3875, sorry, Spielberg 2178, expect ILS to approach runway 06.
Expect ILS runway 06 for us, 32178, thank you.
Center, Condor 5 Papa Kilo, good evening. Request IFR clearance to Winter Osnabrück from Mallorca with information on board.
Condor 5 Papa Kilo, Barcelona Control, good evening. Standby, please. Condor 4 Lima Yankee for more descent, contact, monitor Unicorn 123.8. Have a good rest of the flyby.
Unicorn 1228, thanks very much for the ATC, bye.
Bye.
Okay, back
Condor
over to
5
Unicorn.
Papa Kilo.
So we'll carry it on down to 3,000 feet then, and we'll go set the local, it's 1013. Okay then, so approach checks then, so 1013 is set on both sides, passing 13,100 now. Seatbelts are on, minimums about 259. Water brake is set to medium, and engine motor selector is normal. So the approach check's complete. The landing checks are next. So have a quick look out of the co-pilot side, we should see Ibiza Airport down there. A very nice sunset arrival. So we'll just jump on Unicom and just tell them what we're doing. Don't think there's anybody on the ground that's due to depart. IB for traffic, Condor 4 Lima Yankee is inbound, currently right downwind to position for the ILS for runway 06, and we report ILS established 06, IB for traffic. Okay, so landing lights are coming on then. Aircraft slowing back to 220 knots to make the restriction at Cox's. So I think as we're near the green dot speed, then we'll put it into approach mode. Don't really know what it's asking for into destination data because we have it already in. Flight plan on that side. So still above the MSA, 2,800 feet. Still descending nicely on profile. Green dot speed, so we're just above flaps. The sun over there looking amazing. Let's put terrain on the as well, so we get a nice return from the island as it turns around. Still a fair way back on the ILS, 18 miles. Still following the star. We'll come around the corner to Demev and then we'll change over to the approach chart. See the island back over there behind us. So there she goes, turn again. Let's get a nice screenshot of that. Mighty CFM 56 engine. Okay, so let's ding the cabin crew then. So we're 22 miles, 22 and a half miles. Now turning back inbound for the airport. So inbound to Demev. So we'll go over to the ILS chart now. So Demev down here, and then we'll go into Osnack. So we're set 2000 in the altitude window. She's gone out star, still in des mode's in blue, so once we pass voice up that one. Nope, that is right. I was like at 3000. 2000 at the final fix. Yeah, 2000. So that is correct. So it's 16 miles. I'll wait till about it's about 11 miles or so, then we'll start configuring. course then. So we're lined up with the localizer. We'll tell it we want to insert the localizer. There we go, localizer captured. So that will follow the localizer signal down to the runway. And once we hit Osnack, 1.5 miles, you'll descend down to 2,000 feet. So there we are, Des, Alt Blue. We're still just below the glide slopes diamond, so we'll select flap 1 now. So flap 1's coming in. It's a lovely view. I do like sunset approaches. We've got the airport nicely ahead of us. We'll select approach now.
2,500.
Eight and a half miles. So glide slope star. So she'll capture the glide slope. We'll select the missed approach altitude of 3,000. Seven miles, we'll go flap 2. Little difference between the A320 and 19 to the 21 is it's got a double slotted flap. Forget the reason why, but that's one of the differences. Okay, so we'll go gear down, flap 3. On the speed brake. Ibiza traffic, Condor 4 Lima Yankee is ILS, runway 06 at 3 miles to land, Ibiza traffic. Okay, flap 4. Okay, so landing checks then, ECAM memo, night blue, landing checks complete.
500.
Okay, all parts coming up.
Minimum.
Sure, while the red warning's still on.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard.
Lovely landing. Right, reversers. Spoilers. off. Thrusters are stowed. Ibiza traffic, Condor 4 Lima Yankee is runway vacated. Ibiza traffic. Okay, so start the timer. The engine cool down. Flaps are coming up. Transponders off. The radar is off. And let's get the APU. Off.
However, we ask that you remain seated until the fasten
Sure, while the master warning's gone.
electronic devices for messaging, calls, internet access may now be used. Please make sure you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat, and in the overhead lockers. Do take care
I wonder what stand we should take. Parking stands, a good look. So we're on Golf 2, let's go. Just down 31. Stand 31. No. Don't need to follow me.
Welling 3529.
So I think the easy's on 32 and then with the next one. Yeah, there we are. 31. Oh, it's a self-maneuvering stand as well. Swing it all over. I had a lot of practice with these ones. Let's see how well we do with this. Particularly great.
Runway clear, Ibiza, Boeing 3529.
Stop. Right. Brakes on then. I've blinded him with my taxi lights. Right, cut engines. So APU's on, bleeds on, and G1, engine 2. There's the electrical changeover as the buses go over. So 2 hours 39 from gate to gate. Not too bad. 3 hours 20 on the stream. I parked a bit askew. No. And he'd give us a bow as well. I wonder if he does a little dance. Did he do a little dance? No, he's just gonna walk off. Great fun. Right then. So the seatbelts off. Beacons off.
Deboarding requested.
Deboarding requested. So we landed at what time? I don't know if we were... late. So we arrived 18:33. So we're on the gate. Just run through the parking checks. Right. So parking checks, parking brakes set, engines are off, wing lights are off, and fuel pumps are off.
Passengers bus is coming.
So we were about 15 minutes late, so not too bad. Can live with that. Warning's still on. No idea what that's about. Oh, there we go. Yeah, didn't really park straight as I could. Slightly to the left. Well, there we go then, guys. That's a nice sunset arrival into Ibiza. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give the stream a like. If you're new, watching at home, and you want to see more content, hit the notification bell to be made aware of any new videos and streams. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Everything's appreciated. So I'm going to sign off now, folks. So have a great night, everybody, and I will see you again very, very soon. Take care. Bye bye.